So what I'm gonna say is gonna be very, very controversial. It's gonna shift a lot of tension in the atmosphere. But unfortunately, I just have to address this. In a span of 6 months, I have lost money to three Namibian business owners. The total is $1,370 that I have lost from three small Namibian business owners. And today I'm going to call them out and tell you how exactly I lost my money. On another episode of Keeping Up with Queen P. I'm gonna first start off with Latte because I have all the receipts to back me up. If you've been watching my videos, you have been hearing me talk about this photographer that ruined my graduation shoot. And I didn't really tell you guys how exactly my 1K was taken away from me, but I am now. So let's get into it. So already on the 24th of January, I messaged Latte to ask him how much it costs for a studio shoot. He tells me, okay, it's okay. So there's communication already happening. On the 6th of March, that is when I tell Latte that, okay, cool, this is my idea. I want this, I want that, I want Beyonce, basically, I want an office theme shoot in order to celebrate my moment of me graduating. I'm about to go into the corporate space, I wanted to give boss lady. Okay, cool, we agree. I pay the deposit, everything is running smoothly, we're communicating. I even asked him, like, no, show me how the place looks. So now on the day of the shoot, Picatti tells me that no, unfortunately, like my whole idea is not available. And then he said he will give me a discount on the pictures he was going to take of me. He didn't give me a discount. We ended up still shooting, but the pictures were horrible. If you look at this and this and this, and you compare it to Picatti's page, it's just like, ma'am, like, what's going on, Even before he gave me the pictures, he was talking about like how his editing is going bad. He doesn't know what was happening. So that's also why my pictures looked a mess. Like, this is not me. This is, I don't want to say ugly because ugly is such a bad word. But like for $1,000, these type of pictures are just not great. So even a lot of people that I knew were like, nah, this nigga, he did you dirty. And whenever like I told people who did it, they were like, what do you mean Picatti out of all people did this? The worst part is that I recommended Picatti to a friend and her graduation pictures also came out horribly. So both of us lost out on a 1K. But at least Picatti was like, no, because we voiced out our huge, huge concern. And at least Picatti was like, no, it's okay. You guys can reshoot with me. The reshoot was even worse because I initially wanted my concept. You know what Picatti does? We go into an office in Southern Industrial where three other people are working in that office. He just brings the table. I had to bring the other props and we are shooting behind blinds. No studio. He didn't provide all the props. He's making me, the model, the guru, the muse, carry everything that's just so heavy just for my shoot. But it's also like, where's your professionalism? You at least could have made the table look really great. And the fact that someone's office, guys, like, what do you mean I'm paying 1,000 to be taking pictures? Okay, it can be someone's office, but that office was also ugly. So it's also like he didn't put any thought into my concept to actually make the office shoot look really nice. He knew how my dress looked like. He didn't even try to match my dress. Everything was horrible. But when you look on his account, he's doing the most and everyone there looks amazing but me. I don't want to say it like, and I don't want to mention the fact that I might not be famous. That's why he treated me like that. Or he doesn't really know me, like his close brother. That's why he treated me like that. I don't want to say that because I'm not trying to, talk bad about his business. But it felt like that. It really felt like because I'm not a celebrity and I'm not his close brother, he's going to take really shitty pictures of me and take advantage of the season. Next on, we are going to move on to Studio 7 Namibia. They also took my 150 Namibian dollars. So Studio 7 is the only official photographer that is able to take pictures of you on stage when you have graduated. Studio 7 has been advertising, and again, I don't also know, maybe it's because I'm not famous. That's why they took my money. So Studio 7 has this beautiful picture. You can even see the person that they use here is Taimi Nyango. If you guys don't know who Taimi Nyango is, she is a Namibian content creator. I don't know if she's an influencer, but I know her as a content creator. And obviously, if you're going to use someone so influential on your poster, it's to attract people, because if Taimi is doing it, you want to do it too, you know? Like marketing, there's a reason why Taimi is here, guys, like marketing wise. Okay, cool. So I ordered 2 stage photos, and then I ordered an A5 canvas of my stage photo. Okay. My stage photo was really beautiful. I got my stage pictures, but I didn't get my canvas. And I've been texting them. I would be like, hi, following up on the canvas. Hi, I would like to know on the canvas. Hi, I would like to know on the canvas. I've been following up with them. I've been asking them, when can I receive my canvas? And these people are not responding to me. And the last thing that he told me is that he will let his team contact me on Friday to let me know. And after that, I just didn't hit him up, because at the end of the day, like, you are providing a service to me. Why am I chasing after you to get something that you owe me? You have an obligation, you made an obligation to render your service. And the weird part is that you are the only approved photographer. So I could only go through you to get that beautiful stage picture. And you're robbing me off of an experience by not giving me my canvas, And that's really sad, because it's like a thing of like, I would like to hang it up, but I don't have it. My 150 has been taken away. Just like that. And is that fair, Studio 7? Studio 7 Nam, is that fair? Till this day, I still haven't gotten my canvas. So yeah, moral of the story. Also, if you are soon to be a graduate, be careful of graduation season. A lot of people take advantage of us during that season because we have money. And at the end of the day, you suffer a huge loss. Last but not least on the list, we have IT Girl. I don't know how to say her business name, but she has such a great business. Like, amazing, cute business, but her service is so bad. Like, I genuinely was like, girl, you're doing this to me? Okay. I ordered 22 Polaroids from It Girl that costed 220 Namibian dollars. The reason why I ordered Polaroids from her was because I had a business idea where I was selling bouquets and I wanted to add Polaroids in the bouquets. Okay, cool. Monday, I message her with my order. I would want some Polaroids. I send her the money, send her the pictures, and she's like, okay, cool. By Wednesday, it'll be done. Wednesday comes, she makes a post on Instagram and she's like, no, she lost our numbers. I think she lost our numbers or our pictures. We need to basically get back to her, send her the stuff so that she can continue the process. And you also know, like, it was also Valentine's time. So the pressure was also a lot. But that doesn't excuse you for not delivering. It's a must for you to give me what I paid for or give me back my money, So I sent in my pictures again to her. She says that 19 out of 22 are done. By Thursday, I will give you your pictures. Thursday comes, this girl, she doesn't respond. She doesn't tell me anything. Like, I ask her, like, no, when will they be done? But she mises me. That time, I have customers waiting for their stuff. It gets to a point where I had to put matters into my own hands and I had to learn how to make Polaroids from scratch. From someone who doesn't have a Polaroid camera, knows nothing about making Polaroids, only knowing that Polaroids come out of a digital thing that I don't have. I learned how to make Polaroids, and I don't even want to talk about how much I spent just to make Polaroid. Friday, I don't say anything to her. Saturday comes, I text her and I'm just like, okay, cool. I don't need the Polaroids anymore. So, like, what must can happen? She's quiet. Then Saturday evening, she's like, hey, everything's done already. I just forgot about your Polaroids. They were in the other box. Ha 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 ha. Send me your location so I can deliver it. Send in my location and I still had to pay the delivery fee. But also, like, as a business owner, you are not even suggesting, like, madam, I will pay for the delivery fee since I made this mistake. You're just like, no, she must still pay. Like, yeah, where is your customer service? Where is your professionalism, gal? Wow. Damn. I'm still like, okay, even though I don't need them, let me see these Polaroids, because the fact that now I'm gonna start making my own Polaroids for the business, let me see how I can improve from someone who's been in the game. Get my Polaroids. Majority of them were good, but there were two pictures that were blurry. And I also struggled with those two pictures, but I made the efforts to make it look good because I know that it's going to potential customers. And obviously they'd want to see their memories clear. Why am I giving people blurry stuff? It's giving, I just want your money. So I'm just finishing with what I need to do. Just give me your money. It was really giving that, like, I don't care, I just want your money. So here you go. It was really giving that. And then I messaged her again. I'm like, no, can I at least get 50% of my money back? She's like, nah, you can only do refunds when the product is with me. And I'm just like, is that logic? Is that logic? How can you get a refund if the product is with you? How was I supposed to ask her for a refund if the Polaroids are at her house? Madam, and you're letting a Yengo bring the stuff to me, but a refund can only happen when the stuff are with you in your house. Is that the definition of a refund? Let's first start there. Even shops have a 30-day policy. But at least she offered for me to get an exchange. But I'm just like, ma'am, it's not making sense at the end of the day. Because there's a reason also why I'm asking for a refund. No way did you mention that refunds are not allowed. But now that I'm asking for one, because from the beginning, you've made everything worse. I don't want your service. Just give me my money. But no, she didn't. And that's the reason why on her page now, it says there, no refunds, only exchanges. I did that. I made her put that there, which clearly shows that was never a term to begin with. And she just cited her own policies. I know a lot of business owners are like, yeah, no, look, it's very difficult to ask for a refund. But I know she's trying to accept her accountability by giving me new Polaroids again, but that's only when I call you out. So if I kept quiet, you were never going to do that. And in the first place, why are you giving me bad Polaroids? Why are you delaying my service?